Hello everybody, Nerd in Texoma here. I've got a knockoff that I had recently found. I've been on the lookout for it for a while because I'd actually seen it on a channel that I watch sometimes. It's by a guy named TJ Omega. He owns a toy store out in Florida, I believe. And he does some different Transformer content and all that. Apparently, a couple months ago, one of his friends had sent him this particular knockoff set that they must have got in early in Florida or wherever his friend is from at Family Dollar. I've been looking for it for months, and I just found it today, actually. It is the Transformers Prime upscaled, meaning they're bigger, Transformers Prime Abominus Combiner knockoff box set. Now, I'll see if I can find some of the figures I might have, in the house. Not sure. It might be in storage. But the original figures are probably only about up to that size. They're kind of small little guys. And they all combine. There's 5 of them. They combine into Abominus, who is that big guy there. Now, of course, the official one has different coloration and stuff than the knockoff does. Officially, I'm wanting to say there were 3 different variations of it. There's the regular retail one that you bought 1 figure at a time. There was a Target exclusive box set that got you all 5 figures all at once, and they had clear elements or clear colored elements. And then I'm wanting to say that there was I think it was the Transformers Last Night Toys R Us, back when they were still around. I believe they got a box set with all the team members recolored all black and gray and dark and spooky looking. There have been numerous of these knockoffs around. I've been wanting to pick one up for a while. If you go to AliExpress or Wish or something like that, Temu. I know some people hate Temu, some people love Temu. Buy what you want from where you want. That's my opinion. But there's numerous of this particular figure being knocked off, or series of figures in different colors, different sizes, all that kind of stuff. So, like I said, I've been looking for this one specifically because you get all 5 of them for the low price of $10 at your local Family Dollar store. I've been looking for it for a while, and give me a moment, let me crack them out of the box and we'll get a closer look at them. Be right back. Alright everybody, got the box opened, figures ready to check out. Now, like it's fairly common on some of these cheaper knockoff sets, it'll show you the figure, it'll show you the different products you're getting, but there's no instruction sheet with the figures to actually show you how to transform them. I do like the fact that I will call this like a Power Ranger set, kinda. It's kind of got that Power Rangers vibe, for me at least, with the different colors. Maybe you could say Voltron, except the center guy is not black. You know, in Voltron they had the black lion being the center, the torso, and everything. These are not tied into this plastic tray, they're just held in, so it's kind of loud when you pop them out. Plastic feels okay for a knockoff. It's not too crappy, but it's not a real solid plastic. I know the TJ Omega review that he did, his versions had lots of issues with joint stability. Appears so far this one does not have those joint issues. Now, these are simplified transformations. They're not the exact same as the official figures, so they will suffer from that a little bit. You know, posability and all that. They won't have the exact same strength to them as the officials. That is one of the prices you pay for knockoffs. You know, but knockoffs can be cool. They can be interesting. They can give you characters that are in different color variations than the official will give you. Sometimes knockoffs gives you completely new characters that the officials just don't, for whatever reason. Going through and trying to transform these semi-quickly so you can get a feel for them. These are definitely not something that you want to continuously transform, because yeah, the tolerances are not the greatest. You know, the figures are made of cheap plastic. Bits do pop off. At least this is a part that should just snap back on. And let's see if we can get that on here or not. See if we can get it to cooperate. If not, I will just move on to the next character. But yeah, here we go. We've got, I believe this is supposed to be Ripper Snapper. All of Abominus is different, like nightmare, weird creatures that don't exactly exist in reality. So they do get kind of strange sometimes. Alright, so we do have, next up, this would be Hunger, who is a two-headed dragon. Normally he's kind of a white and maroon color, not yellow, but the knockoff manufacturer decided to go yellow. They did save some money on some plastic where they could, because the back of his head is completely hollow. But you need to spin his head around to transform him, to flip up the tail there. Come down here, spin around his arms to now become the two-headed dragon feet. His legs, which were the robot legs, now become the two-headed dragon heads there. The feet are floppy a little bit, like I saw in the review. Not horribly, not as bad as the TJ Omega video. He just got some that the feet were just horrendously floppy. Alright, then we come to Blot here. Again, just another kind of weird, generic nightmare fuel creature. I think they were saying it was like some sort of shark or something. This one, actually, he does come with a weapon. Looks like it can be used as a hammer or a rifle of some sort. Kind of funky there. Let's see if we can get this dude transformed up into his strange creature form. Yeah, some of these just didn't have like the most intuitive transformation to begin with, and some of these are just really flippin' odd. So yeah, like good old Blot here, he does have a little bit of the floppies, where he doesn't exactly peg together the greatest. Yeah, that's his weird animal nightmare creature mode. He is a little floppy there at the hips. I don't know if that's just an issue of how the knockoff makers recreated this mold or whatnot. I remember the original was a little bit on the flimsy side as well, so it's just not the best mold in my opinion, but there he is. Then we have the good old pterodactyl. Now he does come with his weapon as well, which is quite a big one. And it's actually 2 in 1. It's this blaster thing and little bow thing. Or you can just keep them combined into this one long blaster bow, crossbow thing, whatever you want to call it. He is one of the larger ones because of his wingspan there. Seems to be fine with stability, with strength of the different joints and everything. Doesn't seem to be overly floppy. Go ahead and transform him so y'all can see that mode. Well, I say that, and then one of his arms is a little on the floppy side when going into pterodactyl mode, which does happen. So it's a knockoff. You know, you're not going to get super high quality with a knockoff generally, especially these cheaper ones that you'll see popping up at stores around Christmas time and stuff. Nice detailing on the wings there, the different individual feathers picked out. He keeps a pose pretty decently. And then the last member of the team. He feels decently tight, and he is mistransformed from the factory because this is Center Twin, and then Center Twin in the actual transformation, these beast mode arms are not supposed to be there. These are his robot mode arms. Excuse me. But it's your figure. You know, if you choose to go like this and have the imposing beast heads up like that, you know, kind of shoulder mounted cannons, and want to keep his animal mode legs as robot hands, you can surely do that. Again, some of the points of articulation are not here with the knockoff because it's a knockoff. They often simplify these figures to save a buck and make them as cheaply as possible. You know, some collectors, like myself, actually like seeing crazy shit like this, and, you know, think that they can be kind of cool even if they are cheap garbage. But here we go with his beast mode. Again, you know, he seems to be holding together fairly well. You know, not too overly floppy. There is some floppiness going on in some places. Lightweight plastic on all of them. I mean, these, they don't weigh a thing, hardly. So yeah, these are not designed for, you know, if you are trying to buy these for your kids, they're not designed for long-term play. You know, don't expect them to last a decent amount of time. You know, if you do give them to your kids to play with, they're gonna break. They're gonna break pretty quick. Let me go ahead and transform him into his combined mode off camera, and I will be back here momentarily to show you that. Which, it looks something like this. Back in a second. Alright everybody, I am back, and let's just say this guy, even though he does combine, would probably be best left in the individual creature or robot modes. Because this is where he turns into El Floppy Mess Nightmare from Hell. The legs are probably, in my opinion, the weakest part of the combiner. I don't believe he will stand that well. Trying to get him to kind of stand up now in my hand, which, yeah. Let's see if the box will give him any more stability, which it does not. One of the points of simplification is they did away with the combiner head, so you just have Hunger's head as the combiner head. The arms peg on here pretty nicely. So, I mean, that does hold securely. But, as you can see, I mean, they don't really hold up their own weight if you're trying to pose him to, you know, shoot the little bow and arrow thing at you or something. Same thing for Ripper Snapper. His feet tend to get in the way, so he is hindered by that. On Ripper Snapper here, his legs are strong enough to hold him up, but not really strong enough to hold the combiner up. And Blot has always been a little bit iffy on being a foot, in my opinion, even in the original official ones. For $10, I mean, me. I mean, if you're wanting it for a gift for a kid to just play with for a short amount of time, you know, on a road trip, you know, want to occupy them at grandma's house so they stay out of the kitchen or whatnot, yeah, go for it. As far as an actual playable toy that's going to last long term, no. For a collector who just wants something weird to tinker around with, yeah, it's alright. But like I said, in my opinion, it's definitely better in individual robot and beast modes. Take that for what it is. $10 knockoff Abominus at Family Dollar. That's my official review. Alright, y'all. Take it easy. See y'all in the next video. Bye. Spot likes belly scratches. He just doesn't roll over for him often.